Hello there, my lovely students. Welcome back to our math class. Last time, we studied about ordered pair relationships. And we know that the coordinate plane is divided into 4 quadrants, and we name each quadrant using Roman numerals. We can know where to find each point by looking at their signs also. So for quadrant 1, we have positive, positive. Quadrant 2, we have negative, positive. Quadrant 3, we have negative, negative. And quadrant 4, we have positive, negative. I hope you still remember that. For today, we will still be discussing the coordinate plane. We will find distance on a coordinate plane. So now get your book and open on page 189 and follow our discussion. Suppose we have 2 points that we name Camp 1 and Camp 2. Camp 1 is at point negative 4, 3. So let us graph negative 4, 3. Negative 4 going to the left and then 3 up. So this is negative 4 and then 3 units up. So that will be your point negative 4, 3. And this is Camp 1. And then Camp 2 is found at point 5, 3. So that means from the origin, we go 5 units to the right and then 3 units up. So 5 and then 3. This is Camp 2. Now we are going to find the distance between Camp 1 and Camp 2. Remember, the distance of a number from 0 on a number line is its absolute value. So, what have you noticed with our coordinates? Which coordinates are the same? The x-coordinate here is negative 4 and the x-coordinate in Camp 2 is 5. Are they the same? No, they are not. How about the y-coordinates? The y-coordinate in Camp 1 is 3 and the y-coordinate in Camp 2 is 3 also. Are they the same? Yes, they are. So we need to find the distance between the x-coordinates of negative 4, 3 and 0, 3. The distance of negative 4, 3 to 0, 3 is the absolute value of negative 4, and that is 4. Now let us find the distance between Camp 2 and 0. So we need to find the distance between 5, 3 and 0, 3. That means it's the absolute value of 5 that is equal to 5. Or you can find the distance by counting the units from that point to this point here in the y-axis. Now, as you can see, Camps 1 and 2 are in different quadrants, right? Camp 2 is in quadrant 1, while Camp 1 is at quadrant 2. So, if points are in different quadrants, then you are going to add their distances from 0. So again, the distance of Camp 1 from 0 or from the y-axis is 4. And the distance of Camp 2 from 0 is 5. So you're going to add them, and that will give you the distance between the 2 points. That means the distance between Camp 1 and Camp 2 is 9 units or 9 miles. Let us have another example. Check the graph on page 190. Let us find the distance between the points A and B. Now, what have you noticed first between points A and B? Yes, you're right. They are on the same quadrant, and they are both on quadrant 3. Now, which coordinates are the same between these 2 points? Are the x-coordinates the same or the y-coordinates? Very good. The y-coordinates are the same. So we will do the same thing. We will find the distance of each point from 0, and then this time, we will be subtracting their distances. So in the first example, the points are in different quadrants, so we added their distances from 0. In this case, the points are on the same quadrant, so we will be subtracting their distances. Let's do it. So from 0, the distance of point A is absolute value of negative 9. And the absolute value of negative 9 is 9. point B from 0 has a distance of absolute value of 4 or 4. Now again, they are on the same quadrants, so we are going to subtract their distances. So that will be 9 minus 4, and that is equal to 5. That means the distance between A and B is 5 units. Now let us have other points. We have points C and D. So they are also on the same quadrant, right? They are both on quadrant 1. Now, again, you have to look first at the coordinates that are the same. So here, the x coordinates are the same. That means we will be using the y coordinates as their distances from 0. And then we are going to add or subtract them. Again, we will add them if they are at different quadrants, and we will subtract them if the points lie on the same quadrant. Let us have this example. So, the distance of point C from 0 is the absolute value of 10. Why do we use 10? Because that is the y-coordinate that is not the same with the y-coordinate of the other point. And the absolute value of 10 is 10. How about point D? That will be absolute value of 3. Again, we will be using the y-coordinates because they are the coordinates that are not the same. Absolute value of 3 is 3. Since they are on the same quadrant, we are going to subtract the distances. So that will be 10 minus 3, and that is 7. So the distance between points C and D is 7. Do you get it? It's not that difficult, isn't it? Yes, I know you all can do it. Now it's your time to practice, share and show numbers 1 to 4. Let us find the distance between the pair of points. Let us have number 1. We have negative 3, 1 and 2, 1. So which coordinates are the same? Okay, the y coordinates are both 1. They are the same. That means we will be using the x coordinates for the distances. Just find the absolute value of the x coordinates. So we have here, absolute value of negative 3 is 3. And then absolute value of 2 is 2. Then you have to decide whether you are going to add or subtract. Now, how will you know if they're on the same quadrant or on different quadrants? So you just have to look at their signs, right? If the signs are the same, then that means they are on the same quadrant. If the signs are different, that means they are at different quadrants. So we have here negative, positive, positive, positive. That means they are on different quadrants. So, what are we going to do with their distances? That's right. We are going to add their distances. That gives us 3 plus 2 equals 5. That means the distance between these 2 points is 5. Let's have number 2. We have point 2, 1 and point 2, negative 4. Now, let us first look at their signs to determine if they are in the same quadrant or at different quadrants. So we have here positive, 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 negative. That means they are on different quadrants. Now, which coordinates are the same? The x coordinates are the same, so we will be using the y coordinates for their distance. So we have absolute value of 1, which is 1, and then absolute value of negative 4, which is 4. Since they are on different quadrants, then we are going to add them, giving us 1 plus 4, that is 5 units. Number 3, we have 2, negative 4 and 4, negative 4. Let us first check the signs. We have positive, negative, positive, negative. That means the points lie on the same quadrant. Now, which coordinates are the same? The y coordinates are the same. So we will be using the x coordinates for the distance. We have absolute value of 2, that is 2, and absolute value of 4, that is 4. Since they are on the same quadrant, then we are going to subtract their distances. That gives us 4 minus 2 equals 2. Number 4, we have negative 3, 3 and negative 3, 1. So we have here negative, positive, negative, positive. That means the points lie on the same quadrant. And then, the x coordinates are the same. We will be using the y coordinates for the distances. So, absolute value of 3 is 3. And then, absolute value of 1 is 1. Since they lie on the same quadrant, that means we will subtract their distances, giving us 3 minus 1, that is 2 units. And that's it. That's how you find the distance between 2 points on a coordinate plane. Do you have any question? I think you can do it now on your own. So for your classwork, do page 191, numbers 5 to 13. And then, I will give you the answers later. Now here are the correct answers to the classwork. Can you check your answers if you get the same? Who among you get all of them correctly? Oh, that's very good. Now again, if you have mistakes, you can always go back to the question until you get the same answer. And that's it for today's lesson. I hope you learned something new today. Now for the answers for the pages of the lesson that we have today, you can find them at the end of the video. See you again next time. Bye!